Stay-at-home orders have turned America's densest and most vibrant cities into virtual ghost towns.
More than 84 million Americans are now under state directives.
When you look at the map across the country, no corner of the nation is untouched.
More than 23,000 stores in the U.S.
A shortage of personal protective equipment, the masks, gowns, and gloves health workers need to stay safe while helping patients, was so bad in the spring.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to the 113th Oshkosh Chamber of Commerce annual meeting. I'm John Casper, President and CEO of the Oshkosh Chamber of Commerce, and I'd like to thank you all for joining us today. The annual meeting is the one time of the year the business community gets together, reflects on our past accomplishments, celebrates and recognizes business achievements and recognizes leadership in the community. And this year, the business community really has a lot to be proud of. Annual meeting this year is being sponsored and by a number of companies. We're very happy that a number have stepped up to help support this. And presenting sponsors include Oshkosh Corporation, Verve Credit Union, and Ascension Mercy Hospital. Ascension Mercy has been with us for a number of years in a lead role on the annual meeting, so we really thank and appreciate the support that they've given us. Jennifer Dirks and her team at Ascension Mercy Hospital has been great to work with, and we're very proud of them. Joining them this year in that title role is Oshkosh Corporation. Wilson, thank you very much for you and your support over the years for not just the annual meeting, but a lot of activities that you guys help advance for us. And also Verve Credit Union. Kevin Rolofsky and his team at Verve have been very instrumental in a lot of activities that we've done over the years, and very much appreciate that support. We do have other sponsors of different sections and parts of the annual meeting. Our annual award sponsor is First Business Bank. Rick Herden, who's regional president of the bank, has joined us in support of that. So Rick, thank you very much. Our annual new member sponsor, the team at Bergstrom Automotive, Tim Bergstrom has done that award and that sponsorship for a lot of years. So we really appreciate his engagement and activity and support of that. We have a number of corporate sponsors that I would like to just go through, and you would have seen these on the screen, but unfortunately it's not going to happen today. Corporate sponsors include Amada Marvel, AP Nonweiler, AT&T, Advocate Aurora Healthcare, Bank First, EAA, First Weber Real Estate, Fox Valley Technical College, Smart IS International, Stellar Blue Technologies, Rhine, Oshkosh Marine Supply, Network Health, Amcor Flexibles North America, Von Vriesen and Roper, Midwest Real Estate Development Company, Packer, Gerbral, North America, and BMO Harris Bank. So if you could all give them a virtual round of applause, that would be much appreciated. Now I'd like to introduce Javad Ahmad, who is board chairman for 2020 program year for the chamber. He is CEO and of Smart IS International. But before I turn it over to him, let me tell you a little bit more about Javad. Javad is a visionary and strategic leader and an expert in enhancing the value of IT investments by aligning IT strategies and business vision. Javad excels as a leader in building and managing large and culturally diverse teams. He is dedicated to maintaining a reputation built on quality service and uncompromising ethics. In his community life, he's a board member of the Northeast Wisconsin IT Alliance. He's a founding member of Amplify Oshkosh. I think actually he founded Amplify Oshkosh. He's the director of fund development for Humanity First USA. He's been serving on the board of directors as an officer and a director for a number of years. On our executive committee, has been engaged in a lot of different activities with the chamber. We have been privileged and very fortunate to have somebody the caliber of Javad with the commitment, vision, and passion of led our organization this past year. So with that, let me turn it over to Javad Ahmad.
Thank you, John. It has been a true honor to have served as your Oshkosh Chamber Chairman of the Board this past year. Oshkosh has been my home for more than 30 years. I've raised a family and helped to grow a business here. As both an Oshkosh resident and a businessman, it has been a great privilege to serve the Oshkosh Chamber of Commerce. First, I would like to thank everyone for attending today's program, the 113th annual meeting of the Oshkosh Chamber of Commerce. I believe that years from now, people will look back on 2020 and consider it one of the most significant and transformational periods in Oshkosh's history. However, 2020 was a tough year for everyone, both personally and professionally. COVID-19 has been the biggest challenge to the economy and the business community in the past 100 years. Throughout these past several months, Oshkosh Chamber members remained resilient. We have been challenged and forced out of our comfort zone. This was also true for our organization and our staff. Early on, we made tough calls and decisions to right-size the organization and adjust the delivery of programs. We strive to keep membership informed on fast-moving developments in our fight against COVID-19. We worked hard to advocate and to influence the decision to reopen and restart the economy and support the much-needed stimulus packages in the form of Paycheck Protection Plan and economic disaster loans, connecting businesses to state and federal resources along with local microloans. We helped the membership to adjust their workplaces to adhere to federal guidelines and CDC safety protocols. We challenged member businesses to set a higher safety standard and to go beyond those protocols to ensure that workplaces were safe for their employees and consumers. This past year, the Oshkosh Chamber of Commerce, as it has since 1907, played a vital role in our local economy, an economy that is clawing back and is strong and getting stronger. As I outlined our challenges last year, the board of directors charted a compelling plan focused on addressing these challenges, focused on these strategic priorities: enhance economic growth in the community, talent and workforce readiness, drive member value, be the chamber of influence, demonstrate organizational excellence, and advance our community. Foremost, it was my top priority to make certain that your chamber membership is valuable to you. The Oshkosh Chamber is effective because of motivated and dedicated individuals. We rely on membership support to maintain the strong voice we use to influence legislative, community, and quality of life issues that are imperative to Oshkosh's vitality. I'm most proud of the policy work the Chamber did to restart the economy and to keep the doors of commerce open. Advocacy is core to the Chamber's mission. We have and will continue to be the voice of the business community. We will never apologize for supporting efforts to keep the economy going. As Oshkosh's voice of business, now is the time to aggressively leverage our assets and capabilities and become further united in our pursuit of a more prosperous community. Our commitment to business development and business advocacy has been and will continue to be the tools of our success. The Oshkosh Chamber of Commerce continues to be the primary and sometimes sole advocate for our members and our local businesses. We have tackled numerous state and local issues that impact our daily lives. This is what we do, and we are good at it. And I promise we will continue to be the voice of our business community for years to come. I'm honored to be involved in one of the most prestigious chambers in the country. In March, the Oshkosh Chamber was once again recognized as a 5-star accredited Chamber of Commerce by the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. This distinction was earned and well-deserved. This distinction is only given to chambers that have attained and exceeded the highest standard of organizational excellence. This is a credit to our chamber's volunteer leadership, the Oshkosh business community, and the organization's professional staff. As your chairman, I was supported by an exceptional group of leaders in the business community that make up our board of directors, a board that consists of successful leaders from all business sectors. Your board is responsible for the strategic direction of the Oshkosh Chamber. They make sure that the chamber resources are directed to support business growth within our community. I truly appreciate their commitment to their community and the organization. I would like to take this opportunity to recognize some retiring members. Ed Haight from Amcor, Devin Hudak from ARC Contracting, Brandon Lepp from Nicolet Bank, Kerry Sharp from the Howard. I would like to thank them for their distinguished service and their commitment to the Oshkosh Chamber and our business community. Business activity in 2020 continued to track at a very high level. There are far too many success stories to mention, but business expansions and growth have brought about more jobs and higher wages for our community. We have seen business capital investments in commercial and industrial property of more than $64.7 million, with an Oshkosh all-time high employment of 41,748. These are fantastic numbers. The ball is definitely rolling in Oshkosh. There will be a far more in the coming year, with over $50 million of new development already teed up. I can report that the Oshkosh Chamber remains financially strong, and strategically we are committed and focused on serving our membership. As the voice of the Oshkosh business community, we represent, advocate, and promote our members. It is through the support of these members that we can continue to move our community forward. I'm proud to have served the Oshkosh Chamber of Commerce as its chairman, and I want to personally thank all of you who have invested your time and talents to make this organization strong and our community a great place to live and work. This has been an exciting time for Oshkosh. The Oshkosh Chamber is relevant and essential, and we continue to be the primary business organization in our community. I see great opportunity for continued growth in our community and organization. Working alongside our members, the Chamber has many great accomplishments in support of our business and our community. As we launch 2021, we look forward to another year of making Oshkosh truly amazing. Thank you.
Well, great. Thanks, Javad. As you can see, our Zoom platform has unfroze itself, so we got the slide show back in place. So again, thanks a lot, Javad. You've been great to work with. You've been a great support to me and the organization, so we really appreciate that. Now it's my great pleasure to introduce the 2021 chairman of the board, Wilson Jones. Wilson, as you all know, is president and CEO of the Oshkosh Corporation. He's been in that position since January of 2016. He's been with that company in various leadership roles since 2005. Throughout his career, he's cultivated a servant-led leadership model and focused on valuing diverse opinions, fostering an environment of trust, developing others, and acting with modesty. These efforts to build a culture around putting people first have contributed to much of the recognition that Oshkosh Corporation has received over the last number of years. Outside of his professional life, Wilson has a strong passion for giving back to the community in which Oshkosh Corporation team members live and work. He understands the positive impact nonprofit organizations have had on families that are struggling to make ends meet, and on the children who need additional guidance and support. This strong conviction for providing basic needs and youth mentoring has fueled Oshkosh to increase its engagement in the community through team member time and talent, monetary donations, and nonprofit board representation. Wilson is also on the Green Bay Packers board of directors, which is pretty exciting stuff. So let me turn it over to Wilson. So Wilson, if you want to take it away.
Okay, thanks, John. We come together today optimistic for the year and the future because our community, the Oshkosh business community, is resilient. In the face of significant challenges, including a global pandemic and an economic crisis, Oshkosh businesses have adapted to survive. We've seen the determination of small businesses who have kept their doors open and kept their employees on payrolls. We've seen it in the tireless dedication of the essential workers who have kept daily life running for all of us. I'm honored to serve as your chairman of the board in the upcoming year. As your chairman, as Javed mentioned, I'll be supported by an exceptional group of leaders in the business community that make up our board of directors. I'm proud of the many accomplishments the Oshkosh Chamber of Commerce made this past year under Javed Ahmad's leadership, and I look forward to continuing to generate an atmosphere of growth for businesses here in Oshkosh. As we turn the page to 2021, I'm guessing all of you are, like me, glad to turn the page to 2021. We are focused on reigniting our economy and reasserting our leadership and competitiveness. That, too, will hinge on the resilience of business. It will take the collective strengths of our business members to help power our local economy. And it begins with the recovery. Depending on where you sit, the recovery may be going fine, even well. Some industries, businesses, and segments of the workforce have thrived. We see the evidence in the surging stock market, record profits, robust consumer spending on goods, a housing boom, and rising personal savings rates. But it's a very different story for those who have been negatively affected by the pandemic. Entire industries have been decimated because people aren't traveling, gathering, shopping, or going out like they used to. Small businesses have been disproportionately impacted. I'm honored to be leading one of the most prestigious chambers in the country. As Javed mentioned, a five-star accredited chamber. Our chamber operates at its maximum potential and provides the greatest benefit to its members and employees. The Oshkosh Chamber of Commerce achieves operational excellence through the implementation of best practices, enhance financial stability and accountability to ensure future viability, and an environment that promotes member engagement. Our community thrives on the success of business. The Oshkosh Chamber of Commerce is an independent organization that's exclusively fueled by its membership. The Oshkosh Chamber is the area's leading private sector economic development organization and business advocate. The Oshkosh Chamber actively works to promote and cultivate a thriving business climate while protecting and advancing the interests of its members and the community as a whole. Our mission is to provide leadership and to serve and represent our members so their businesses and our community will prosper. The Board of Directors is focused on achieving the goals outlined in our strategic plan, which prioritizes economic development, leadership and talent development, engaging young professionals, advocating for businesses, and providing services to our members. It's going to be my top priority to make certain that your chamber membership is valuable to you. The chamber is effective because of motivated and dedicated individuals. We rely on you, our membership support, to maintain the strong voice we use to influence legislative, community, and quality of life issues that are imperative to Oshkosh's vitality. We communicate, promote, and implement the economic development services needed to attract, develop, and retain area businesses. We continue to focus on filling the employment pool with skilled and community-ready people. The Chamber is a leader in promoting the area's business attributes. We will ensure that a sound private sector-driven economic development effort that works toward building an environment that is conducive to economic growth and expansion of business in Oshkosh, that's in place. We focus energies and resources to engage and involve the members of our Young Professionals Group, Propel. This will help to retain these young individuals for local businesses in the Oshkosh area. Propel is a very valuable asset to the Chamber. The Oshkosh Chamber of Commerce is the driver in aligning and developing the community's future leaders. We understand the needs of the community and then educate and motivate potential leaders to commit themselves to address those needs through a variety of leadership roles. This is an area that I'm very passionate about, as evident in some of our local government. We need more leaders, rising talent to come in and be part of these organizations. The Oshkosh Chamber of Commerce is the voice of the business community. It's our goal to strengthen the economic base. We strive to advocate on the issues that support the overall business community that lead to overall job growth. The decisions of our leaders and lawmakers will determine the strength and the trajectory of our local economy. And that's why we advocate for the right policies, fight vigorously against the wrong ones, and work constructively to achieve the best results for the businesses that are driving the recovery that will lead us into the future. This is an exciting time for Oshkosh, and I see great opportunity for growth in our community and organization. Our resilient business community drives opportunity, prosperity, security, and advancement. You adapt, invest, invent, and innovate for a better future. You find solutions and make deals. Your work fuels this dynamic economy. Because all of you, the entrepreneurs, the employers, and workers, the business community is going to do it. And the Oshkosh Chamber of Commerce is here to help. I look forward to being your chairman for the next year. Thank you very much. Javad, I'll ask you now to join me, and we'll begin the award ceremony.
Here you go. Several area organizations celebrated milestone anniversaries in 2020. We want to honor their commitment and longevity to Oshkosh by recognizing them with a plaque.
Celebrating 25 years in business is our friends at Fox River Brewing. Congratulations, guys.
Celebrating 50 years in serving our community, Boys and Girls Club of Oshkosh. Congratulations.
Each year, the Oshkosh Chamber recognizes people and businesses that have made significant contributions to our community. It's our pleasure tonight to honor several individuals and businesses. The Propel Young Professional Award is given to an individual between the ages of 21 and 40 who is making a difference in our community. Miranda Feldman is a dynamic and engaging young professional who is passionate about helping young professionals lead, grow, and contribute within their businesses and the community. She is warm and friendly, always helping to welcome new members to the Propel organization. Some of Miranda's accomplishments include Propel Oshkosh, board member and events committee member, West Side Association, marketing board chair, Professional Women's Connection Oshkosh, membership board chair. Please join us in congratulating Miranda Feldman, the 2020 Young Professional of the Year. Now, Miranda is, I believe, joining us today from her office at BSI. Miranda, congratulations, and how about sharing a few words with us?
Thanks, Wilson. I am really honored to be receiving this award this year. And honestly, John had called me in the beginning of 2021, and it was a great start because I think we all know 2021 was just washed aside. So I'm very honored to be receiving the award for this year. But I figured I would just take a couple minutes to talk about how Propel changed me and how it was important. When I moved to Oshkosh about 3 years ago, I started a new career at BSI, and Propel was the first group that I actually joined. I thought it was a good opportunity to meet new friends, be around other individuals that had striving business goals and career goals. And 3 years later, I'm on the board for Propel. I'm on the board for a couple other local organizations in Oshkosh, and I never really thought that this is the position I would be in at this point in my life. So it's been very great to be a part of Propel. But one of the things that was really important, and one of the things that I felt like really helped me grow over the last couple of years, was just the people and the engagement with Propel really encourages you to step outside your comfort zone, be uncomfortable, and really go in and try to make a difference in the community. With joining a couple of these boards, being a young professional and at a younger age and walking into some of these organizations, you feel uncomfortable because you might feel like people aren't going to take you seriously. And Propel has really helped change that and has helped me feel comfortable, grow professionally, personally, and really just excited about the growth that we have going on in Oshkosh. So for any young professionals out there, if you know somebody in Oshkosh, we welcome you, and we hope that you join some of our events. But I just want to say thank you to the Chamber for always supporting us in our group, and just our Propel board for continuing to support me through a really growing time at work and always staying accountable, and staying active in our group and our community. So thank you.
So moving on. The Ambassador of the Year is given to a Chamber ambassador who has demonstrated outstanding dedication, service, and leadership to advance the mission of the Oshkosh Chamber. Jolene Huker has been a dedicated Chamber volunteer serving as an ambassador for 7 years. Jolene is known for spending her time creating relationships with Chamber member businesses, being one of the first to volunteer at Chamber events and supporting business growth at Chamber held ribbon cuttings. She was selected by her peers to serve as the president of the Oshkosh Chamber Ambassadors for 2020. As president of the ambassador group, she was always cheerful and optimistic and encouraged all to stay involved and connected as much as possible. Jolene is a big advocate for others joining the Chamber ambassadors. Patty Longo, a fellow ambassador, states Jolene's positive attitude and concern for our ambassadors group showed throughout these uncertain times with her coordinating team building activities. Since we are so used to seeing each other at Chamber events and that wasn't happening anymore with the pandemic, she made sure we were still seeing each other virtually or in person at these events. Please join us in congratulating Jolene Huker, 2020 Ambassador of the Year. Jolene, would you like to share with us what you enjoy about being an ambassador?
Thank you, Javon. The Chamber Ambassador Group is made up of people that want to see our city and the businesses within it thrive. We genuinely care about our community, and I'm so happy to be part of this group and honored really to be selected as Ambassador of the Year. This past year, as Patty alluded to, we focused on maintaining relationships with the existing Chamber membership as well as with each other. Didn't want this group to fall apart just because we couldn't see each other in person. And we also wanted to focus on sharing what Chamber resources were available for businesses so they could survive this year. I'm very grateful for my team at Verva Credit Union, who encourages me to volunteer and makes it a priority to support our community, especially our business community. Give me the time and energy to give back to the Chamber, and I want to thank everyone for this award. Thanks.
Congratulations again, Jolene. In memory of Lynn Webster, a woman who exemplified a commitment to Oshkosh like no other, the Lynn Webster Leadership Award is awarded to an individual who is making Oshkosh a better place through leadership. As the past CEO and president of Choice Bank, Scott Sitter was chosen for this award for his leadership as a longtime member of the Leadership Oshkosh Steering Committee and involvement within the community. In addition to his work within Leadership Oshkosh, he also served as the chairman of the board for the Oshkosh Chamber of Commerce and has served on a number of boards, including the Oshkosh Area Community Foundation Board and Community Impact Grant Committee. Please join me in congratulating Scott Sitter on obtaining this Distinguished Service Award. Scott, congratulations. Would you like to say a few words from regretfully sunny Arizona, excuse me?
Well, thank you, Wilson. And I'd like to thank the Chamber and Leadership Oshkosh. You know, I'm a 1993 graduate of Leadership Oshkosh. So I guess this award might involve leadership, but maybe it also involves some longevity as well. When I was notified that I was going to be the recipient of this award, it gave me the opportunity to think back about leadership and my role and the role that the city of Oshkosh has played for me. You know, leadership comes in a lot of different shapes and sizes, styles and techniques. And you can assume leadership roles in a number of different ways, whether it's volunteerism, activism, being the leader of a successful business, or simply being a role model for our younger generation. Fortunately, I've had the opportunity to work with some excellent and great leaders in the city of Oshkosh, both in the nonprofit and the for-profit arenas. And it was really this opportunity throughout my years at Oshkosh that helped really shape me and guide me throughout my career. So when I receive this award and I see my name on it, really, I think it's more really an award for the entire city of Oshkosh. We are sprinkled throughout the community with great leaders, and it really is what makes the city of Oshkosh such a great place. So thank you, Wilson, and thank you to the Chamber.
The Alberta S. Kimball Community Service Award, given to an individual or organization that has made a significant impact on the Oshkosh community. In 2019, a small group of community leaders that believed together we can remove the barriers and worked to empower these children so every one of them has a chance at their dreams. Oshkosh Kids Foundation was established to provide crisis intervention to children and their families, assist with transitional and affordable housing, provide strategic aid, and connect to partner resources for education, employment, transportation, and basic needs. They envisioned Oshkosh community organizations partnering to help children and struggling families achieve stable housing, economic security, education focus, and a post-secondary transition to self-sufficient lives. Their mantra is, work us out of a job. Through collaboration with numerous agencies and groups, Oshkosh Kids Foundation helped families get the support they needed to be successful by housing 105 kids and 79 families during COVID pandemic. They provided over $10,000 in bus passes and helping to pave the way for free busing for all kids. Oshkosh Kids Foundation is the first glimmer of hope during a family's roughest time and helping several of them to go from unemployed and homeless to having a job and a stable home. Accepting the Horizon Award is Julie Dumke, Director of the Oshkosh Kids Foundation. Would you please say a few words at this time? Julie?
Julie and I would like to say thank you on behalf of the Oshkosh Kids Foundation. Appreciate the award and the recognition. And as you can imagine, during a global pandemic, there was a lot of help needed for some of our families in this community, and appreciate all the support from the community to the organization to allow us to be able to help these families this past year. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Congratulations. I
have to comment that Mother Teresa of Oshkosh there didn't say a few words. We should have made her talk. Julie Dumke, I'm part of the Kids Foundation, so I can get away saying this. I know I speak for our board. She's just been a rock star nearly every night into something to help families in our community. So, congratulations, and Julie, you know that your big shoulders are what's carrying our foundation forward. So thanks for what you do there. The Horizon Award is given to a person or organization with a clear and distinctive future in Oshkosh. Kits and File is being honored as an example of just that type of company. Known for providing exceptional customer service and being the local expert that you can count on since 1913, Kits and File has been serving their friends and neighbors with a lock for the back door shed, a bolt or a screw, something to kill the weeds or make your lawn and garden grow, a left-handed nut or pop rivet. These and over 80,000 other problem-solving products and the people who know how to use them are what their hardware business is made of. As the local Ace Hardware dealer, Kits and File is one of 5,000 plus Ace stores locally owned and operated across the globe. They are committed to being the helpful place by offering personal service, quality products, and a convenient shopping experience from the local experts who know you best. Accepting this award is Jim Staple, owner of Kits and File. Jim is joining us from his store in Oshkosh. Jim, congratulations. How about sharing a few words with us?
Hi, thanks, Wilson, Javed, and everybody at the Chamber for presenting all of us at Kits and File Ace with the 2020 Horizon Award. We really appreciate it. You know, we consider ourselves very fortunate to be part of the Oshkosh community, and especially a part of the downtown Oshkosh community, where we've been for over 100 years now. You know, in many ways, we're blessed because we get to spend our days helping people. And the people we're helping are some of the nicest, most interesting, fun people you'd ever want to meet in the world. And that's the folks here in Oshkosh. You know, I'd also like to thank all of you that are watching and help with the Chamber for all you do to make Oshkosh such a great place to live and work. And I guess taking the advice a friend gave me decades ago when public speaking, to never say blah, blah, blah when blah will do. I'd just like to thank you all from all of us here at Kits and File Ace for this award. Thanks so much.
Congratulations. The Enterprise of the Year Award is given in recognition of a local business that continues to grow and provide our community with significant and consistent amount of jobs and support. Amcor is a global leader in developing and producing responsible packaging for food, beverage, pharmaceutical, medical, home and personal care, and other products. Their North American flexible packaging business, the combination of Amcor and Bemis Company, works with other leading companies to protect their products and the people who rely on them to differentiate brands and improve value chain. They focus on the development of packaging that is increasingly lightweighted, recyclable, reusable, and made with rising amount of recycled content, underscores our commitment to sustainability, and offers our customers and their consumers recycle-ready options with no compromise on performance. Throughout the global pandemic, the strong work ethic of their employees in Oshkosh delivered the packaging that continues to keep food and medical supplies available around the nation. With 2 corporate offices, the amazing Neenah Innovation Center, 11 manufacturing facilities, and more than 4,000 employees across Wisconsin, here in Oshkosh, they play an important role in supporting our community and its economic health, and we look forward to them continuing to be a long-standing resident in our community. Although Fred was unable to join us today, Randy Christensen, Vice President of Operations, is joining us today from his office in Oshkosh. Randy, would you please say a few words at this time?
Thank you, Javad. We're honored to receive the award today. This is very exciting for us, and we're more importantly even we're proud to be a part of the Oshkosh community. As you mentioned, we make a lot of different types of flexible packaging for the food and medical industry, and we have a saying that's really helped guide us throughout this global pandemic, and that is what we make matters. As part of the food and medical supply chain, you know, it was extremely important for us to keep our operations running. And I'll say that our coworkers in all of our Oshkosh facilities, as well as our facilities across the country, have shown really admirable resilience and working throughout the pandemic, continuing to come in, keep machines running, and keep product flowing to fuel that supply chain of making sure that we kept America healthy and fed. So I'm extremely proud of them. And, you know, as we look to the future, we're positioned well to lead into the future. We have, you know, we're ready to continue to provide superb products, continue to service our customers, as well as providing secure, high-paying jobs in the communities that we do business. So we are positioned very well. We're excited for the future, very excited for this award, and we very much appreciate the recognition. Thank you.
Businesses of many sizes make Oshkosh a great place to live and work, but this small business really stands out. Home Care Assistance Fox Cities begins serving older adults that need help with their activities of daily living in order to stay in their own homes on December 28, 2015. Since their first full year in business, revenues have grown over 330%. In the beginning, Home Care Assistance had 2 unpaid employees, John and Julie. Home Care Assistance Fox Cities now employs over 40 full-time equivalent employees with a payroll of nearly $1 million. John and Julie were recently honored by their franchisor at the Home Care Assistance Annual Conference for having the highest caregiver retention among all of the agencies in the Home Care Assistance franchise system. They were further honored by Home Care Assistance by having their caregiver, Julie Nowakowski, chosen as the Worldwide Caregiver of the Year. Home Care Assistance Fox Cities subscribes to third-party quality assurance surveys from Home Care Pulse. Home Care Assistance Fox Cities was awarded the Home Care Pulse Best of Home Care Award for Provider of Choice and Employer of Choice for 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, and yes, 2021. Home Care Assistance Fox Cities was also awarded the Home Care Pulse Best of Home Care Award for Leader in Excellence for 2018, 19, 20, and 21. To earn the Leader in Excellence Award, an agency must exceed their peers in 2/3 of the categories in both the client and caregiver surveys. Home Care Assistance Fox Cities has exceeded the home care industry in 100% of the survey categories every year. John and Julie are very proud to be ranked in the 2% of all agencies that take part in Home Care Pulse's Quality Assurance Program. Their perseverance, growth, and commitment to providing quality care make them the perfect recipients of this award. Accepting the Small Business of the Year Award are the owners of Home Care Assistance Fox Cities, John and Julie Davids. John and Julie, congratulations so much. I'm jealous that you're in balmy Florida here, but share a few words with us.
Well, apparently they're on the beach in Florida someplace. But, we've unless they're muted, if you want to.
Okay, we're there. Sorry about that.
Got off the beach in time. Right.
All right. So go ahead. Sorry, I didn't want to get the hook.
So we are so honored to be chosen for this award, and we totally appreciate the recognition. The reason why we got into this business is really very personal to me. I am a cancer survivor, and my mother moved in with us when I was being treated from Fort Myers, Florida to Oshkosh, and she took care of me. She did the big things, took me to chemo, my personal cares, but really what I treasure the most are the little things she did for me. She prayed for me. She walked with me. We'd go to Starbucks. We would just watch people, and that was our motivation for starting the business, to help other people like my mom helped us. So thank you so much. And I want to thank our caregivers. It wasn't me and John that won this award. It was our caregivers and our staff. We have, I'd like to personally thank Sean, Jen, Elise, Jennifer, and Val for the great job that they have been doing. Thank you for allowing us to be successful, and thank you to the whole community of Oshkosh. It's a great place to live. Thank you.
So I'd like to add a few more things. I just want to say thank you to all of the people who have helped us have a relatively successful business for over 5 years now. And I want to start that by thanking the Chamber. You know, John, Rob, Patty, and Alice, we interact with a lot there, and they help us so many ways. The educational programs offered by the Chamber has helped us to stay sharp and provides us with continuous learning tools for our staff. The revolving loan fund program helped us with the initial capital that we needed to get home care assistance off the ground. The backing and support from the Chamber helped us to get permits and cooperation from the city a few years back, which helped us to relocate and own our own building for our business. So thank you so much to the Chamber of Commerce. We truly couldn't be here without you. I also want to thank Colleen Merrill over at UWO, who offered us some great advice as we were trying to get the business started. And she led us to the revolving loan fund and helped us get some capital that really was a big part of getting us started. I'd also like to thank Mike Dempsey and his team over at Bank First. Not knowing what I didn't know, we would have gone into this thing way undercapitalized, and Mike made some good decisions for me and gave me a bigger credit line than I ever thought I could use. But that credit line helped me have some nights of sleep that I wouldn't have slept through otherwise. So thank you, Mike. I'd especially like to thank his team over there, Joan and May and Nathan, and I'd especially like to thank Aaron and Mandy, who is really the heart of the operation for us on a day-to-day basis. They really help us get through some things. My accountant, Tony Matthew, and his staff, Mary Schmidt, and our bookkeeper, Karen Reebok, they really, they help us understand on a day-to-day basis what we have to do to stay in the black and help us track that to know that we are. I'd really like to thank all of our amazing caregivers that work so hard every day, not just for a paycheck, but for the overwhelming sense of gratification that they get from helping older adults live well at home. I'd like to thank our incredible office staff that supports our caregivers and the families that we serve. Jen is our recruiter and HR director, and she helps us find caregivers with the heart that is needed to care for people as if they were family. Elise works with clients and families to make sure that we are exceeding their expectations as our client care manager. Jennifer and Val work tirelessly to match caregivers to clients, not just based on who can do the chores, but more importantly, based on who can support the client to fulfill the needs of their mind, body, and spirit. And then there's Sean. Sean has been with Julie and me for all but 42 days of the company's existence. Sean has worked as a caregiver, a scheduler, a bookkeeper. She's basically done everything in the organization. Sean makes sure our vendors get paid and that we get paid. And there just simply isn't enough time for me to tell you what Sean means to us and our company. And last, but certainly not least, I want to thank my better half here, Julie. Between us, Julie is more the entrepreneur and risk taker than I am. Because of the incredible care that Julie received from her mother when being treated for cancer, Julie wanted to be able to provide the same kind of care for others. At first, Julie considered quitting her job in business to care for others, but the pragmatic play it safe guy that is me talked her out of it. Until one day, home care assistance was presented to us as a business concept that even I could see was the perfect opportunity to allow Julie to fulfill her dream of helping others to change the way the world ages. So thank you to everybody at the Chamber and Wilson and the community for bestowing this honor on us. We can't tell you how much we appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, great job. Well deserved, John and Julie. I'd like to extend my congratulations to all of our award winners. You guys all make Oshkosh a great place, vibrant, and you're all very strong leaders and business people. In addition to the plaques that you've all received, you will also be receiving a congressional commendation from U.S. Congressman Glenn Grothman. So I'll be making some stops over at all your places of business in the next few days. I don't know what I'm going to do with Arizona and Florida. I might just swing by and you guys can put me up for a few days. Before we close out, I'd like to thank Patty Andreessen-Shue. Patty helped coordinate this virtual event for us, and appreciate that help. And kind of an unsung hero, Mark Halfin in our office. Done some remarkable work over the last several months. You find people's talent when you call on them, and Mark really stepped up to the occasion for us. So we really appreciate what Mark has done for us. This brings us to the close of this year's annual meeting. I'd like again thank our sponsors, especially our title sponsors, Ascension Mercy Hospital, Oshkosh Corporation, and Verve Credit Union. Thank you for your support, and also thanking you all for joining us at the event today. We do look forward to going back to our usual in-person annual meeting next November. So that is the plan. A couple things. Early next week, we'll be receiving a mail copy of our 2020 annual report. So be looking for that. And I'd ask you to take a few minutes to go through that and kind of get more detail on some of the things that we have been doing. Thanks Wilson Jones and Javad Ahmad for your support over the years and assistance with this annual meeting. Lastly, it's not too late to register for our annual Economic Outlook event sponsored by Ganther Construction Architecture, featuring our favorite economist, Brian Ballou. He'll be coming to us live but virtual on November 9th at 8 a.m. So if you haven't registered for that, it's not too late to do that. So please do that. So with that, again, I'd like to thank everybody, congratulate our award winners, and we will see you all very soon.